pledge allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, board members, first of all, on the docket here is public comments and recognitions.
So we don't have any recognitions tonight, new school year, so we're still waiting for activities and things to get started, so.
Sir, do you have anything? Okay.
He's going to here during our executive session, he's gonna have a lot of things to talk to you about.
All right. Approval of the agenda.
So we need to amend our discussion items and take out the Neola policies. We approved all of the updated policies in July. That was a misunderstanding that we thought that we had other ones from Jim Halleck. All it was, they just have new software that he wanted us to update us on, and we thought he submitted updated policies. So we're up to date and everything, so we're good to go. So we just need to take that out of the discussion.
Okay. Board members, I'll wait for a motion for that.
I'll make that motion.
Tim, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mike? Any questions on that? All in favor? 5-0. Consistent agenda.
Yes, the close of the minutes from the July 22nd, 2026 regular meeting and executive session. And I request approval of those.
Okay, board members, I'll wait for a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Great. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Anne Marie? Got any questions on the minutes? All in favor? 5-0. Okay, approval of claims.
So you do have an extra claim sheet that was given to you. We'll add that to the original that you have in your packet. There's really nothing out of the ordinary. All of it is our monthly billing that we usually go through. We did have a $35,000 from Fairfield Communication Systems. That's the 5-year software maintenance. That's for the elementary expansion. So that was something new that we had to add in there. So, other than that, everything is as we usually have it in a month.
Okay. Board members, I'll wait for a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Anne Marie, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mike? Any questions on this? All in favor? 5-0. Action items. Tell you what, you guys care? We just do them all together? All right.
So we want to do all the certified recommendations first, then go down?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do certified recommendations. We have Gwen Tucker as an elementary school teacher. We have Emma Newhart, elementary school teacher, and Cinda Ulrich, third grade teacher on medical leave. She's covering for Mrs. Hensley. And I request approval of all of these.
Good. Board members, I'll wait for a motion on that.
I'll make a motion.
Mike? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Tim? Any questions? Now, the Cindy Aldrich, is she the teacher
she's
that actually? Okay.
It's awesome.
Yeah, super excited to have her back. It was really nice for her to want to come back and help out.
Okay, all in favor? 5-0.
Okay, next we have the classified resignation. We have Lauren Harris, an instructional assistant, that's effective immediately, and Rachel Grody, an elementary school cafeteria, and that's effective immediately. And I request approval of both of these.
Okay, I'll wait for a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, great. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Tim? Any questions? All in favor? 5-0. Good.
And then we have classified recommendations. We have a Reagan Brindley for intermediate school special ed paraprofessional, a Renee Lois for intermediate school sped paraprofessional, Kelly Kakamo for middle school and intermediate school instructional assistant, Amanda Gross for elementary school custodian, David Hayes for bus driver, and Margie Minger, elementary school cafeteria, moved from part-time to full-time. And I request approval of all of these.
Okay, board members, I'll wait for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Mike, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Anne Marie, any questions? All in favor? 5-0.
Next, we have two extended leave requests with Haley Badgley is requesting maternity leave beginning in January. And Holly Dornbush, family medical leave beginning September 10th. And I request approval of both of these.
Board members, I'll wait for a motion on these.
I'll make that motion.
Tim, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Anne Marie, any questions? All in favor? 5-0.
The last, we have an extracurricular recommendation, and that's for Paige Wade to be the high school cross-country coach, and I recommend approval of this.
Okay. Board members, I'll wait for a motion on this.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Anne Marie, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Great. Any questions? All in favor? 5-0.
Go Paige.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah, we were kind of in a bad situation where we didn't have a coach, and so Paige has always been our middle school coach, and so she stepped up and said that she would do it just so the kids could be able to run. So I really do appreciate that on her end. Moving on.
Yep.
So resolution, I request approval of a resolution allowing me to make any appropriate changes to the budget plan as needed throughout the process. I recommend approval of this.
Okay. Board members, I'll wait for a motion on this.
I'll make that.
Great. Do I have a second?
Go ahead.
I'll say I can second it too.
Okay. Tim, any questions? All in favor? 5-0. Classified handbook revision.
Yes, I would like to request approval to revisions in Appendix B of the classified staff handbook regarding e-learning day compensation. I recommend approval of this.
Okay. Board members, I'll wait for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Mike, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Great. Any questions? All in favor? 5-0. Athletic coaches handbook.
A revised handbook was sent for review. Ms. Spiller has rewritten to streamline and reorganize content, removing redundant information, increasing readability, summarizing and updating with new IHSAA guidelines, and I recommend approval of this.
Board members, I'll wait for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Anne Marie, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mike? Any questions? All in favor? 5-0. Conference request.
Here we have a request from Kim Taylor to attend the IASP Assistant Principals Conference in November. A request for Elizabeth Busick to attend the 2026 Indiana AACTE State Conference in September, and I recommend approval of both of these.
Okay. Board members, I'll wait for a motion. Greg?
Oh, sorry, Greg, got it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Tim? Any questions? All in favor? 5-0. Facility request.
We have a request from Milan Dollars for Scholars to use the middle school library for a meeting in September. A request for Milan Youth Cheer to use the high school field in August for cheer pictures. A request from Milan Youth Football to use the activity building for team pictures in September. A request from Greg Holt to use the middle school and high school parking lots for parking for those attending the Milan Christmas Walk in November. A request from Milan Aquatics to host community open swim nights throughout the school year. And a request from Milan Aquatics to use the pool for the fall and winter swim seasons. And I request approval of all of these.
Okay, board members, I'll wait for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Mike, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Tim? Any questions on this? All in favor? 5-0. Okay, discussion items.
So all we have is the superintendent comments.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, sorry, fundraisers.
My bad.
That's okay.
Fundraising
I
request.
saw it too. A request from Dollars for Scholars to host the Dollars for Denim fundraiser for teachers to raise money for student scholarships. And I request approval of this.
Okay. Board members, I'll wait for a motion on that.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Anne Marie, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Tim? Any questions? All in favor? 5-0. Discussion items.
Now we have superintendent's comments. So we will be selling 2 yellow buses this year. They were used for backups last year, but we also have 3 others to use for backups this year. So there's 2 buses that we just won't need. About a year and a half ago, we got our new buses in, and so they replaced these 2. So Mike just said that it's time for us to go ahead and start taking bids for those.
Good.
I would also like to thank our admin and staff for the efforts during last week's weather event. Last Tuesday, we had a situation where we had a tornado warning come right at dismissal time, and our buses had left the elementary, had full of elementary students, were over at the high school when the tornado warning came across. And so our admin and teachers and staff unloaded the students and put them in the safe areas. And they were in there for over an hour. And it was, it was a rough time for our people. However, they handled it unbelievably well. And it was the first day of school for kindergartners. So you can just imagine how that was. So, and obviously they didn't know anyone at the high school, but the reports were, we had teachers. Ryan made the comment, he said, it was me and John out there, then I turned around and we've got 15 to 20 staff members that were there coming down the hallways. What can we do to help? And so we just started dispersing and putting kids. And he said we had older students taking care of younger students. He said it was just amazing to see how everybody pitched in to make this work in a bad situation. And I also want to thank our community, because in these situations like this, I hear a lot of times from other places that parents get really, nervous and anxious, and you have a lot of parents coming up wanting to pick up their children. I think we only had 3 or 4 that came up, and they were very patient, waiting for us to, as we were boarding the students onto the buses to get them out, waited, weren't upset at all. They understood what we had to do, and we were able to get their children off the bus and let them sign them out and take them home. But I just appreciate the cooperation from the community as well, because you don't always get that. And it seemed like everybody just, pitched in and did a fantastic job under that circumstance. And I just want to thank everyone for that. And we just had a great first week of school and look forward to this school year. So other than the Tuesday.
Yeah, agree with everything Pat said. The weather event, the word I heard out on the street was it went pretty seamless.
Mhm.
Staff was on top of it, everything like that, so it was a good thing. Really appreciate Paige stepping up, helping out the high school varsity team there, so they can run and stuff, so that's good. Looks like, other than the event of Tuesday, I believe everything's going well at the start of the year, so look forward to a good year.
Yeah, that was great. I heard so many great comments about the weather event, so that was great. Thanks to Paige, thanks to Cinda. It's exciting to see her back on the, it's hard to find people to fill
Yes, it is.
maternity leave, so to have a seasoned, educator back and somebody that kind of knows the building, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
So hope everybody has a great school year.
Like you said, Pat, that was awesome to see that, the drill and how everybody handled that. I mean, the safety of those kids are utmost important, no matter who gets inconvenienced in the process, and it was like, it went great. So that's awesome. I'd like to welcome these new teachers coming on board, and I'd also like to thank, the current staff and administration, everybody that makes this school go around, year after year, that makes it great.
I'd say the same of all of our board members said, let's have a good year.
I did everything these guys said, again, praise everybody, the whole staff that actually, possibly saved some of our children. I mean, it's, here at the elementary school, we had a little damage to one of our poles outside, right here at the entrance. Actually down the street, there's still a limb in the wires down the street or down East Car Street. So, I mean, it really got kind of violent right around this area here. So, kudos to all those, people that actually stepped up to help. That's all I got. Ask for adjournment.
I'll make a motion.
Tim, do I have a second?
No, second.
Mike, all in favor? 5-0.
Good night. Thank you.